How's it going, everybody? Nick from Geek Gumbo here, and I'm here to give you my first impressions of Ubisoft's upcoming title, For Honor. Now, if most of you have been paying attention, they've shown a few trailers. The alpha was this weekend. I managed to record a couple of matches, and I gotta say, I had a lot of fun with the game. I didn't really run into too many bugs or crashes with it, which is good. But what you're going to be seeing playing in the background is actually footage that I recorded from 3 separate matches that I four matches that I participated in. One where I played as the samurai, one where I played as the samurai, and one where I played as the Viking, and one where I played as the knight. Now, the first thing that kind of threw me off about this game was that I knew that it was supposed to be about these 3 factions and a millennial-long war and all that other good stuff, but the thing that surprised me was that when I went into Dominion, which is the 4v4 multiplayer mode, you can choose which faction or which kind of character you want to play as. So if you want to play as a Viking, you can play as a Viking. If you want to play as a samurai, you can play as a samurai. But your other teammates can either be, a Viking, samurai, or a knight. So that kind of threw me off a little bit. I thought there was going to be kind of a dynamic to where you had to play as one or the other. Kind of a little tit-for-tat kind of thing. But aside from all that, how does the game play? It plays fairly solid. It feels like a very well-rounded hack and slash game where it tries to combine the elements of the Dynasty Warriors games and a little bit of Dark Souls, where the character you play as does feel very clunky, especially when it comes to running and rolling and all kinds of other stuff like that. But the main thing is that the 3 classes, they feel fairly well balanced, although probably a few tweaks could be made to the knight, but maybe that's just me that sucks playing as the knight. I don't know. But when I played these 3 games, I noticed that none overpowered the other. And that's definitely one good thing I have to say, and hopefully they keep it up well into the beta and with the final product. Now, there's a few other multiplayer modes, 1v1 and 2v2, that I didn't really delve into very much. I was really mainly going for the 4v4 mode, Dominion, which seemed to be the most popular game mode. So I'm really hoping with this game that there will be more to it. I mean, I know this is alpha, so obviously they can't have everything available at this stage in the game, but I'm hoping that it doesn't become another Overwatch where it's just multiplayer focused and actually has some kind of a story to it. There's also a bit of RPG elements to it where as you progress with these classes that you unlock new abilities. When the battle ends, you can obtain loot and gold, and there's a whole RPG system in there that unfortunately I didn't really take the time to explore, although I didn't really know if it would be available to explore with this alpha. So what are my impressions of the game? It plays fairly well. I didn't really experience any hiccups or anything like that. It's amazing to look at. The opening cutscene was just gorgeous to watch, and it sets up the world pretty nicely, and I gotta say, I love it. I love it so much. Will I be getting this game on day one? Possibly. I believe it comes out in 2017. I don't know the exact date, but with that being said, I can't wait for the beta. I can't wait to see what kind of tweaks and improvements that they bring to the game. Now, going back to Dominion, which the 4v4, you can either play with player versus AI or you can play against other players. And it's basically a capture the flag style game where you take points in the game, in the map that you're playing in, and once a certain amount of points has been reached, which I think it's like 1,000 points, I didn't really pay attention because everything just goes so fast-paced in these games. Once you've reached a point where you've gained enough points, you can start systematically killing off the enemy players. It's sort of similar to Titanfall's end game, post game thing, where once you've pretty much taken victory, you can eliminate the enemy players for bonus, I guess, bonus points and bonus XP or stuff like that. The twist, though, is that they can actually make a comeback. In fact, with the Knight, the game where I played as the Knight, we had the game. We had it. We started losing, then we took more ground, but then they came back and rallied against us. It was so cool. It got to the point where it was like, okay, eliminate the enemy heroes, but then the enemy heroes just pushed back and they took more land and they got more points than us. Then it got to the point where we were at the breaking point and they were starting to kill us off systematically. Unfortunately, I was killed like the very first, but our last guy, God bless him. I'm gonna put the clip in here. God bless this guy. He fought to the end, and even though I lost, it was such a fun match. All the matches were fun. This one in particular, even though it was a loss, I can't wait for more moments like this with this game. I'm really hoping when this game launches, it will be the next big thing for Ubisoft. And I want them to add more factions in future titles if they do that. You know, instead of just being stuck to the Vikings and the Samurai and the Knights, you know, go a little bit deeper. Start adding in feudal Japan clans or tribes from the Viking era, or adding in different knights, like say the Knights Templar or anything like that. Start throwing stuff in there. Now, are there any bad points about this game? None that I could see. There was a few times where it felt like I could be overwhelmed by another player, but that all just went down to speed and reaction time. The way the game plays is once you lock onto an enemy, you can attack, but they can also attack as well. But if you match the direction that they're coming at you, then you can block their attack and not take any damage, and vice versa. And there was a couple times where it was going so fast for me to react to that I just didn't have a chance, like not even to roll away and collect myself. But that's one little minor gripe. Maybe there's other things that I'm missing, but for now, this game is fantastic. I cannot wait to see what they do with more of it. I am really looking forward to the beta. I'm looking forward to seeing more maps. That's another thing too, the maps. Very beautiful, very gorgeous, very nice design layout, and it feels balanced. The whole thing all around feels balanced. It doesn't feel like there's going to be, you know, players that are going to be able to overtake you, because it's all just how well you can react and how well you can defend with this game. How well you can defend against other players. And I mean, if you aren't the kind of person that likes PvP, these game modes are going to be available to play against AI, to hone your skills, so that way when you do want to venture out into PvP, it's something that you'll be able to do. And with that being said, I'm going to end this video by saying this. For Honor looks amazing. I've been gushing this entire video about how much I love it, how much it impressed me. This was a game that I wasn't really interested in when it was first launched. My girlfriend was actually able to convince me to sign up for the alpha, and she was able to participate in the alpha as well. And I'm glad that I participated in this alpha because it was so much fun. I cannot wait for more of it. It's just a shame that it was only for one weekend, but that's to be expected. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and as always, stay tuned for more Geek Gumbo.